There are many different kinds of people in this world. People have different levels of education. Some people have a lot of money, and others don't have much. Some people think money is good, while others think it is bad. In short, each of our lives is different. But one thing that most people seem to have in common is how they feel about money. Most people don't have the right mindset to make money, which makes it harder for them to do well financially. So in this video, we'll discuss the 8 money mindsets that trap you in poverty. But before we start our video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon. Number 1. I can save later. Why should I save now? It's too bad that many people put off saving, telling themselves that it's okay if they don't save today because they plan to save more in the future. But this way of thinking is the reason why more than 3/4 of Americans live from paycheck to paycheck. In fact, almost 1/4 of Americans don't save any money every month. Some people don't save because they don't have the willpower to do so, while others don't save because they use spending to deal with everyday stress. But there is another group of people who don't save, and they are the doubters about saving. People who don't save because they don't think their efforts will ever amount to anything are called saving doubters. In short, they think that saving money is pointless, which can be true at first. Number 2. I need a new car to drive. You've had the same car for 5 years, and now it doesn't seem as nice as it used to. What do? You can buy a new one, of course. If you're like most people, switching cars is something you do all the time. But this is a terrible money mistake that many people who are broke make. Even though this may be news to you, most millionaires already know how old a car should be. The average millionaire drives a car that is 4 years old and has at least 41,000 miles on it. But if you still want to buy something new, think about this in 1999. Jeff Bezos has a net worth of $10 billion, so he could have bought any car on the market. Instead, he bought a Honda Accord. When asked why he bought such a cheap car, he said that being thrifty was important to him. Number 3. I'm too old to succeed financially. People always say that saving and investing when you're young is the best time. No matter how old you are, 20 or 80, it's never too late to start getting your finances in order. Harold David Sanders began KFC when he was 65 years old. So while most of your peers were getting ready to retire, he was just getting started on something that would make him a millionaire many times over. You might not be as successful as a colonel, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't take care of your finances, no matter how old you are. We think that older people don't realize how important it is to start this process as soon as possible. People are living longer every year. People around you may live until 80, but you could live to 100 or more when you're older. This means you may have a lot more time to save money than you think. Number 4. Justifying unnecessary spending. If you just finished another hard 40-hour work week at a job you hate, all you can think about is going to all of them and buying a new outfit you can wear out on the weekend. A lot of people have to get out of the 9-to-5 grind early, and one of the only ways they know how to feel better is to go shopping. But the spending high you get from using your credit card won't make you happy with your job or life in general. It makes things worse, in fact. So if you want to stop feeling like you're broke, stop making excuses for buying things you don't need and start putting your hard-earned money to work. Number 5. Earning more is futile because of taxes. There are only 2 things you can count on in life: death and taxes. But just because these things have to happen, that doesn't mean they have to stop us from making as much money as we could. But the poor often say that there's no point in making more money because the tax you have to pay goes up as your income goes up. One way to have more money even after taxes are taken into account is to earn more. Take the example of a person with a low income and a person with a high income. If your tax rate is 25% and you make $40,000, you will be left with $30,000 after taxes. But if you make $1 million and pay 50% tax on it, you will still have $500,000 left over after giving $500,000 to the government. Number 6. I don't need insurance. First of all, buying insurance means you have to think about bad things that could happen in your life, which is something we all like to pretend will never happen. Second, we often pay for insurance for many years without ever using it. But insurance is very important. Its goal is to let your insurance company take care of any losses you might have in the future, whether it's a house fire, a flood, or, God forbid, a death in the family. Insurance takes the brunt of the loss so you don't have to. But many people who are broke act like these terrible things will never happen to them and don't buy insurance. Number 7. If he has it, I should also have it. When you were young, if your friend had a certain toy, you had to have it too. Well, even as adults, many of us still want the same things as our friends, but trying to keep up with the Joneses is a very risky game for your money and really your life. If you're looking at what your neighbors or friends have, you might end up spending a lot of money. When trying to keep up with the Joneses, one thing to remember is that everyone's finances are different. Your friend or neighbor might have a high-paying job or have just gotten an inheritance and be able to pay for everything. Be happy with what you have and make sure you have the money to buy things when you do. Number 8. I'll always be broken. What do you believe about? So, if you think you'll always be broke, you're probably right. And guess what? What you think has a direct effect on what you do. So if you think you'll always be broke, you're probably not actively looking for ways to get ahead. You can control your attitude, and if you combine that with positive actions, you'll be well on your way to financial success. So these are the 8 money mindsets that trap you in poverty. If you like the video, leave a comment and subscribe to our channel. Press the bell icon for latest updates. Thanks for watching.